Hello and welcome to this Yin practice. My name is Aaliyah and I share weekly Yin-inspired yoga classes on my YouTube channel every Sunday. I'm really looking forward to this sequence today. My body is already craving a very juicy, deep, hip opening class. That's what we're going to focus on today, and I'm drawing a lot of inspiration from nature for this class. So I really am hoping that we can feel that felt sense of grounding and trust and centering within ourselves as we move through this sequence. So you don't need any props for today's class, but as always, grab what you know that you enjoy. Maybe you want a blanket for the end of Shavasana. Maybe you like to have a cushion around. Just grab whatever you need. And there's also a playlist in the description bar that's really beautiful for this sequence. So if you feel like you'd like some gentle background music, then you can just click that Spotify link and set yourself up. When you're ready, I'll see you back here and we'll get started. All right, so we're gonna come straight into our first shape. So coming onto your hands and knees and curling your toes, reaching around, grabbing hold of your pinky toe and just pulling that pinky towards the front so that your pinky is also in this action. Now you can stay here, leaning forward on your hands. You'll probably already feel a really nice stretch along the bottoms of your feet. But if you'd like to take this into its fullest expression, beginning to sit back on your heels. Close your eyes. Let's take a full deep breath in through the nose, filling up your belly, filling up your chest, and opening your mouth, letting out a big sigh. Let's do it again. Deep inhale in through the nose. Make it your deepest inhale of the day. Filling up, filling up. Exhale fully through the mouth. Let everything go. One more time, deep inhale. I know this pose is triggering and challenging and you're over halfway there. Deep exhale, let it go. Let out the frustration, let out the whatever emotion you're feeling in this pose, let it go. And just return your breath to its natural rhythm. Close your eyes. About 30 seconds left. This pose is opening up the bottoms of our feet and it's targeting every single meridian point, every organ in the body connects down to the feet. So as we begin our practice here, we're really opening up so many channels within the body right now. And just know that even though it feels uncomfortable, it's really powerfully medicinal for the body. Take one more deep breath in. Exhale, let it go. And slowly coming forward onto your hands, uncurling the toes and tapping the tops of the feet. Enjoying that rebound. Feeling your feet kind of flushing out. Beautiful. Coming to sit back down on your sit bones, feet swing in front of you and bringing the soles of the feet together into butterfly. Now this is a pose that maybe you might enjoy sitting up on a cushion to elevate your hips. You don't need it. Otherwise, we're just taking an inhale, lengthening the spine. And exhale, begin to hinge forward. And this can be a very subtle shift forward, right? Just come to where you begin to feel a nice stretch or sensation in your body. You might even feel tightness. I can feel for myself on my left side, feels very tight. And so honor what you're feeling. We're not trying to bypass it or push through it. Definitely, if you ever feel pain, you want to back off. But it's very normal to feel a level of discomfort. Not pain, of course, but discomfort can be that you're reaching an edge in your body, right? In the stretch. Discomfort can feel like resistance, mental resistance. I feel like that's often where we feel it most. Maybe it's something in our minds that's telling us that, oh, this is so annoying, or I should just be doing something else right now. Just, the ways that our minds create narratives to try to pull us away from doing the thing that we know we need, doing the thing that we know is good for us. So those are the sensations, the voices that we just want to breathe and be with without trying to change it. In this practice, can you allow the totality of your experience to exist in this moment without judging, without analyzing, without shaming, just allowing everything to be, to exist? I think that is such a skill for our times. You might notice as you stay in the stretch that your body is craving to go a little bit deeper. And so maybe you honor that. Or maybe your body's asking you to back off. About 1 more minute here. Take 1 more deep inhale, filling up the entire backside of your body. Exhale, let it go. Slowly rising all the way back up. Extending your legs out long. Just windshield wiping them back and forth for a few breaths. Beautiful. From here, finding your way back to hands and knees, tabletop position. Making sure that your wrists are under your shoulders and your knees are under your hips. And from here, just take a few cat-cows. Inhaling, looking forward. Exhaling, arch your spine. Gaze comes towards the belly. Keep going. Beautiful. Coming back to center. And from here, we're going to bring our right foot to the outside of your hands. So your hands are inside your foot, your left foot, your left knee, that leg, we're just gonna walk it back a couple inches. So we're coming into dragon here. Now you can stay upright in this position. You can come down onto your forearms. So find your version and then close your eyes. Find your breath. This pose is a spicy one for yin. And we're really getting deep into the hips here. And I'm sure those of you who practice yin regularly already probably know this, but it's good to mention that our emotions, many of our emotions are stored in our hips. So it's very normal to feel a surge of emotion, intensity, while you're in deep hip openers. Like most of this class, to be honest, is a deep hip opener. So again, I invite you to draw your awareness out of the head, out of the intensity, out of the analyzing or judgment of what you feel, and bring your awareness down into the body, down into the hips, the pelvic bowl. And instead of focusing on analyzing your thoughts or focusing on what you like or what you don't like, can you focus on the sensations that you feel? Maybe it's some heat. Maybe it's that gentle pull, that tug along your left hips. In this practice, let's try to really draw our energy down. So much of our energy gets stuck and focused in our minds, in ruminating and thinking and analyzing and judging. And so let's really try to bring that energy down, grounding ourselves down. Take one more deep inhale in. Exhale, let it go. And watching for this transition here, we're going to keep the left leg where it is. We're walking that right foot towards the left hand and letting that shin, that right shin, just rest on the earth. So we're coming into pigeon. Now you might need to adjust a little bit with that back leg, maybe stepping it back a few inches. Staying upright, take a deep inhale in. Exhale, let it go. You can choose to stay upright in your pigeon today. Maybe coming down onto your forearms, or maybe stacking your wrists and resting your forehead on stacked palms. about a minute to go. Find your breath. Feel your body. When you're ready, slowly rising all the way back up, sitting on that right sit bone and swinging your legs out in front. Just take a moment, leaning back on your hands, maybe staying in stillness, maybe windshield wiping your feet back and forth. Notice the rebound. Letting your energy settle. Beautiful. When you're ready, coming back onto hands and knees. And this time, we're bringing that left foot on the outside of your hands and walking back that right knee a couple inches. This side might feel completely different, so honor what you need, what you feel on this side. Maybe staying upright, maybe coming down onto your forearms. Close your eyes. Find your breath. Can you find that place of peace within the intensity of this pose? Can you find a quality of softness and trust within the flow of your breath? Knowing that this shape is temporary. So instead of holding your breath in or just waiting for it to be over, can you find a piece of joy or a piece of satisfaction or beauty right where you are right now? I can already feel as we're moving through the sequence that my mind is slowing down. I can feel that there's quite a bit that I've been holding on to that is beginning to dissolve. I don't even know necessarily what those things are, but I can just feel that my body is opening up. I can feel that I'm quite literally creating space in my body and in my mind. And that changes how we relate to the world around us. Take one more deep inhale in. Exhale, let it go. Beautiful. From here, walking that left foot towards the right hand, dropping that left shin to the earth, walking that back leg just back a few inches, staying upright to begin. Take a deep inhale in. Exhale, let it go. And then perhaps surrendering forward onto your forearms or onto stacked palms. Enjoy this pigeon on this side. Can you allow your body to relax and soften just a little bit more? Notice if you're clenching the muscles around your face, your shoulders, your belly, your buttocks, your legs. Let everything relax. Just about a minute left. Take a deep inhale in through the nose. Exhale, let it go. Slowly rising up, sitting on that left sit bone, swinging your legs out in front. And just take a breath to enjoy the rebound. Feeling that energy flush out. Beautiful. From here, we're going to keep our left leg extended out long, bending the right knee, and just bringing that knee, that right foot to your side, right? Brady's a little bit in the way, so hopefully you can see I'm just bending that right knee, bringing that right foot back. And it's okay if you feel like you're tipping a little bit. You can just rest back on your hands. We're just going to be here for not very long, but you should feel a really nice stretch along perhaps the tops of your right thigh, maybe along that right shin, that right ankle. And you can stay upright here, or maybe coming down onto your forearms, or maybe lying all the way back down on the earth. Really listen to your body here. If you're feeling any pain, then just come out of the pose. You can take any other shape that you'd like, or even resting in Shavasana. We'll just be here for about a minute. Maybe bringing a little smile to the corners of your lips. Beautiful. Switching sides. Right leg goes long. If you need to flex that foot or windshield wipe that leg, go for it. And then we're keeping the right leg extended, bending that left knee behind us. And again, leaning back, close your eyes, find your breath. Notice how the side might feel different. Take a deep inhale in through the nose. Exhale, let it go. Beautiful. Extending that left leg out long and coming to lie all the way down on your back. Drawing the knees into the chest, grabbing hold of your hands or your wrists and just rocking your knees back and forth, massaging the lower back. Beautiful. Feet come on the earth. We're lifting our hips, bringing them just a few inches towards the right, and then drawing your knees into your chest and letting your knees fall towards the left. So we're coming into a reclining twist. That right arm can extend out towards the side. And if it feels good in your neck, you can bring your gaze towards the right side. If that doesn't feel good for the neck, then just keep your gaze, your neck centered. And wherever you are, closing your eyes. Take a big inhale in through the nose, feeling that expansion of your rib cage. And as you exhale, imagine that you're wringing out what you no longer need. Take a deep inhale in. Exhale, let it go. Gaze comes back to center. Knees draw back to center. Feet on the earth. Bringing your hips back to center. Just pause for a moment. Then pushing into your feet, lifting your hips, moving them just a few inches towards the left. Drawing your knees in towards the chest and letting them fall towards the right this time. Left arm extends towards the side. And if it feels good in your neck, bringing your gaze towards the left. Close your eyes. Let's take that deep inhale in through the nose. Exhale to wring everything out. And just relax. Breathe. Beautiful. Take a deep inhale in through the nose. Exhale, let it go. Gaze comes to center. Knees come back to center. Hips come back to center. Pause for a moment. And then extending your legs out long to either side of your mat. Hands extend out long beside you. If you want to grab your blanket or make any final adjustments, go for it. And then closing your eyes, finding stillness here. Allowing your body to get heavier and heavier into the earth. Letting go of your practice. Letting go of any tension and heaviness in the body. Feeling fully relaxed. Letting go of any thoughts in the mind. Giving yourself these next few minutes to fully relax and receive the benefits of your practice, the medicine of stillness. As always, if you have the time, then please just stay where you are. When you're ready, beginning to wiggle the fingers and the toes. Bringing some gentle circles to your wrists and your ankles. Stretching your arms above your head, stretching your legs in the opposite direction. Stretch, stretch, stretch. And exhale, rolling over onto either side of the body. Just pause for a moment. Recognizing this as a moment of rebirth, coming back into your day, your evening, your life with fresh energy, fresh perspective, pushing into the palm of your hand, rising all the way back up to a seated position. Hands come in prayer in front of the chest. Take a deep inhale in through the nose. Exhale, let it go. Thank you so much for joining me today in your practice. Namaste. Thank you so much. I really hope you enjoyed this practice. I hope you're feeling a very tangible shift from where you started to where you are now. I know I am certainly feeling that. I really appreciate you being here. Consider subscribing, liking this video if you enjoyed this practice, and I will see you again next week.